Hey y'all, I wanted to just make probably my last video because I'm fixing to just stop following this phone. As much as I love it and as much as I was hoping everybody else would love it, it doesn't look like it's going that way. So I wanted to just show y'all some really nice shots of the screen, because in my last two videos I'm like, what's up with that screen? I can't even believe I put those videos up, but I didn't feel like making the whole ones all over again. So let's just go ahead and show you some of the highlights of the screen. Look at this. I'm going to just go through a couple and let you look. And then look at this. I mean, it's so fluid that you would not believe how nice. And the transitions are just so cool. But anyway, I did want to also show y'all that, I don't know, I was watching some LG videos, and it seems that when you use slide aside, and I don't know if y'all know this, but it's a nice little tip. You get the thing, and if you want it out of your way for a second, you can just slide it to the side. I mean, it's not slide aside, it's key slide, but, you know, and then like if you have the messaging app open, and that also, whoop, my bad. I'm getting myself confused. You have the messaging app open and you want to go ahead and slide that to the side, you can. And then there they are for easy access. What I did want to show y'all that I found right here was LG's onboard buttons for home and volume. If you find that you can't stand the other phone buttons, which I don't understand because I think they're awesome, you just go ahead and you hit that, and there you have your volume and such. And mind you, if it's not responding to every tap, it's my fault, because I have this stupid little spider guy, and I'm afraid I'm going to knock my phone on the floor just because. And when I made the video earlier and I put my hand here to hold it so that I could touch the phone and get it to respond to every tap, my damn hand looked like a claw. I look like lobster claw. Here, look, I'll show y'all. I was holding it like this. I think I was holding it like that. Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, what is that? So I had to make the video over, and I'm kind of hoping that, you know, it's stable like this, but that's why I'm not hitting it as hard as like when you're holding it in your hand or whatever, because I'm afraid I'm going to topple it, and I would cry so bad because I love my phone. But anyway, so there's your buttons. If you want to get to them, you just go here to System Settings, and you go to General, and I believe it's Accessibility, and it's called Universal Touch. Turn it on and off, and the little man appears, and then he goes dim. Another really nice thing I don't know if y'all know about is that y'all have inverted color here, which is really nice if you want to do any kind of night reading. If you ever hit that button by mistake and you wind up, look at the rest of your pictures, I think you would be freaked out, because what it does is it almost makes it like a negative, but it works good in, you know, if you're in the bedroom and you're trying to read and you don't want to light up the whole room. So that's kind of cool. So let's go back and get rid of that, because I don't like the way it looks. Freaks me out. Okay. So also wanted to just, like I said, I'm getting so tired of defending this phone when it's so great. And what I think is the problem is that so many people are complaining about copycat features and such, but I don't really understand that argument, because when you see a new TV come out, let's say a Sony, and it has, you know, a smart TV, and it's got all these features and Bluetooth or whatever, and then you go to buy your favorite brand, which is Toshiba or whatever, it's going to have those features. And if it doesn't have them, you're going to abandon the brand and go to Sony or whatever. So that's such a stupid argument. I want my new phone to copy features, the good features from other phones. What's wrong with that? As long as it doesn't slow me down, which, as I can promise you, there's not a hiccup on that phone. But anyway, so I was figuring, like, you know, why does everybody hate this phone? It's driving me crazy. They won't even give it its due. And I think it's because that's just, people naturally like to criticize things, I guess. And I think the people that are coming from a positive place, like they're about to go get the phone and they buy the phone, or they're trying the phone out for a few days, really trying it out to keep it, not just as a review unit that they touch it and go, I don't get this. You know, they're not committed to it. So what happens is the people that are not committed to it, or that are skeptics, or that just like to be negative, or as I referred to earlier, in a post I wrote that they wouldn't even know a diamond if they held it in their hand, because to me, that's what this LG phone is. And maybe I'm going overboard, but that's how I feel. But anyway, they're coming from such a negative place, so easy to slam the phone, trash the phone, not even give it the benefit of the doubt or give it a shot. Whereas people that have gone and actually said, okay, I'll try it or I want it, you know, they're risking a restocking fee and they're a lot more committed. But I just want to say, don't be afraid of a restocking fee, because the way that I look at it, if you do try out a phone, in worst case scenario, you have to restock. I mean, $50 to try a phone that you're going to have for the next 2 weeks, 2 years. You know, that's not so bad. $25 a week and you learn and that's it. Because you really can't tell when you're just in the store using it. You think you love it, but you don't. And don't let a restocking fee make you stay with a phone that you do not like. I mean, that's just foolish. And if you do try out T-Mobile and they've gotten better in your area, as they have in mine, if you order your phone, LG included, online, and you don't want it, there is no restocking fee, only if you go into the store. So that's something to keep in mind, because I don't think any other carrier offers a no restocking fee policy if you buy online. Plus, you get a free case with this one, which I took the case off just to make this video, but the case is pretty cool too. So anyway, just want to say lastly that I think this phone is making me become a hater, which is sad. But my favorite reviewer today, and I'm not going to mention any names, but he put his review up for this phone and he trashed it so bad that I just felt like, I hate you. I hate you. I'm never going to read anything you say again. But I can tell you that after what he said, and he put so many of its nice features, he either criticized the good features or he was like, well, maybe they'll put it on the Nexus, and he just made fun of LG's phone. I mean, he just was terrible. He was relentless. But he has so many subscribers that when I read that his review is so poor, I almost felt like putting my little LG in a coffin and covering it up and playing taps on my bugle, because this phone doesn't stand a chance, and it's so sad. And I'm sure there are other devices out there that have been wonderful that just never were picked up, but this just defies all logic to me because it's wonderful. And if you're wondering why I care so much if this phone succeeds, it's mainly because I'm not going to be able to go back to Apple. Back to Apple. Oh, hush my mouth. I'm not going to be able to go back to Samsung, because there's always been something in every Samsung device that I've used that wasn't quite right, or I had problems down the road. And I love Samsung, but I'm just so burnt out on them, and I'm just done with them. I'm so sick of TouchWiz, and I know that when whatever comes out next, it's going to be some skinned down, thinned down, watered down version, because everybody's complained so much about TouchWiz. To me, the reason TouchWiz is terrible, it's got nothing to do with TouchWiz. I love all the options, but they just have never optimized their system to work with Jelly Bean. And as a result, they get the stutters and the jitters. Because look at this. You can have a thing with more with more options than the LG G2. I mean, it's got options up the yin-yang. It doesn't slow down one iota. So I know they're going to ruin it when they improve their TouchWiz. I love having millions of options. And I can't see myself going to HTC, because HTC, took away the very thing that I used to love. Okay, I don't need this little guy. Get out of my way. Annoying. I don't even know how to make him go away. But HTC took away the one thing that I really loved that they did, and that was their animations. Luckily, LG gets it. They have the clouds and the rain and all that good stuff. I mean, I know it's just eye candy, but I've always loved it. And as long as it's not going to slow down my system, I want that. And so I can't go to HTC because they ruined their skin. And that blink feed, oh my God, makes me want to throw the phone on the ground and stamp on it. So, I mean, I know you can disable it or move it to the next screen, but it's always there. It's insane. And then, I'm now going to go to Sony. I mean, I'm just not. Especially when they put all them little plugs in the phone. If they keep that trend up, no way. I don't want to have to unplug little things every time I want to use a phone plug. It's crazy. So really, and what am I going to do? Go to Apple? I mean, just the thought of that. Bossy Apple chick. I don't think so. I could never do that. So really, LG is about the only manufacturer that I really could say gives high quality, well priced. They really have wonderful UI. I love everything they do, and I'm really rooting for them, and I sure hope you are too. So this is probably the last video I'm going to do, just because I'm sick and tired of going on and on about how great it is. I'm just hoping that I've been able to do my part to make y'all give it another look or a second chance or take a chance or whatever. And that's pretty much it for right now. So good luck to all of y'all, and good luck to LG. Bye now.